What's good, YouTube? It's your boy T-Flame. T-Flame gonna take it on till I can't get no more. And today I got a package. This massive package. Let's see let's see what's in here. I mean, I know what's in here, but you might not know what's in here. But if you've been paying attention to Beyblade the past month, you should probably have an idea of what's in here. Yeah, you should probably have an idea. But there's a few things in this massive box. But let's just get the biggest thing out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the 3-player stadium. Oh my god, this thing is freaking massive. Holy crap. Yeah. Let's get into this and the other stuff that's in here. Yeah, so basically, this is all of July releases. I know August is in a couple days, but I don't care. We're unboxing it, everything in this video. So I do have the random booster and Cobalt Dragon that we're gonna get into too. But first thing, I just want to show y'all this massive thing, the massive 3-player stadium. Just for context, here is the normal Beyblade X stadium. I'll put this in front. So I mean, this thing is just wide. It is wide. I don't think it's as it's not as like, as you can see, this one's like taller this way, but this one's like wider. So anyway, yeah, no, this thing is massive. And before we really unbox all this, I gotta say shout out to Mall of Freaking Toys. They sent this joint to your boy. So hey, code TFlame2K at checkout. You'll support the channel and you save yourself 5%. But hey, if you're interested in getting any of the latest Beyblade X releases, but also talking about, they got the pre-orders up for Leon Crest and Phoenix Rudder. If you're interested in getting those, you can place your pre-order, link in the description by just clicking on the link. You support the channel as well. But hey, yo, if you're a nerd like me and you're into other nerdy things like Pokemon, that's my boy Coco right there. They got Japanese Pokemon cards, Legos, just a bunch of nerdy stuff. So make sure to check out Mall of Toys. And we do use code TFlame2K. But let's get this boy out. Alright, so like every other Beyblade X stadium, you got clips. This one comes with 4. And so I'm just gonna assemble it. I'm gonna assemble this now, and then I'm gonna switch camera angles. So I'm gonna assemble this right quick. We'll be right back in 2 seconds. Count. So as y'all can see, this joint is massive. This joint is massive. But what I will say is it's a lot more flat. Like I can't fit both stadiums into the frame, but this one's a little bit more flat, and I'm able to get a better angle on it easier than the standard stadium. So this is going to be easier to record in. But yeah, we got other stuff to unbox, but all I gotta say is this joint is big. I like it. And honestly, if you're debating on whether or not to get this, I think the answer is you have to get the stadium. Why? I mean, it's one of the things where for the past year we've been playing in this stadium, which is great. It's great. But at the same time, it's led to the exact same sort of battle structure again and again. So really, this changes the game. You got 2 extreme rails, right? It's wider, and you know, I just think, you know, you want new battles. We've been dealing with the same battles in stadium for the past year. This is gonna switch up the game, I think, a little bit more. You're gonna have, I mean, it's a different stadium, different performance. Bays are gonna do different in the stadium. You're not always gonna get the same results. I think the way it works is these 2 are the extreme finishes, and that is just a stadium out. So these 2 pockets right here count as extreme finishes, but they're smaller. That one is just a normal stadium out, which I think is interesting because, I mean, the accelerator rail, you think it might be easier to get I don't know. It's just, I think this is more unique, and I like this. So you also do have the 3 points saying where you're supposed to shoot from. All these red stickers are supposed to be will you line up, because it's supposed to be 3-player. But really, I think just with 2 people, you can probably still have a lot of fun with this joint. I'm going to do a bigger, more in-depth video on this joint later. This is just like unboxings and first impressions. But regardless, speaking of unboxing, we have the full random booster and Cobalt Dragon to get into. But before we get into these, I feel like with any video with the stadium, I just think, you know, proper introduction, you gotta just do a launch for the launch of it. So, all right, let's do a test launch. We got Phoenix Wing right here. I got it on 360 point, but I'm gonna try and get this joint aggressive. Oh, okay. You know what's crazy? You got an extreme line right here too, so you could like yoink to right there. I don't know if you'll yoink from like here to here. You know what? We gotta do an attack type to test out. So we got Tyranno right here. We're gonna do a little attack type launch. We'll do a battle right quick. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the battle dynamics here are a lot more interesting. They're not the exact same. So we'll do a battle between Phoenix Wing and Tyranno right now, just to see. Alright. Tyranno takes that. Alright, let's do another one. Let's do another one. Yeah, so Phoenix is chilling right up there. Phoenix is chilling. But it could get an easy knockout. Ooh, when you chill right here, I think you're easy knockout. And it's still lost. Okay. This is going to switch up the meta a lot. So I want to do a lot more testings, but regardless, I'm gonna do a little. We gotta unbox these bays. I'm gonna move this out of the way just because it's a little big and it's hard to do unboxing right there. Hold up. All right, I'm sorry. I tried to do this without the fan, but I just couldn't. It is too hot in here, so sorry about that. Y'all gonna have to deal with the little fan buzzing noise in the background. But without any further ado, let's get into these bays right quick. We got quite a few. We got the Black Shell Random Booster, which I'm gonna do very rapid fire. But before we do that, we got to do Cobalt Dragon. I beat the one Cobalt I went against, and so I'm very excited to get into this joint. So, a couple of important things to note. Don't eat this. Don't. I know you look at this bay, you may think, don't eat it. Don't put it in your eye, and don't swallow it, which is the same as don't. I don't even know. But they put the Hasbro packaging up in this joint, so this is going to be real interesting. I've heard a lot about Cobalt Dragon. I mean, personally, I thought it was going to be broken, but apparently it's not as broken as, you know, people thought it was going to be, because, like, it's left spin, but it can't really spin steel or equalize. You know, Wizard Rod apparently is still at the top of the meta, so, and I thought I cut this tape. I thought this tape was cut, but I guess that tape was not cut, because it just cut right there. Alright, now let's get into this joint. What I want them to do is I want them to bring back the from Burst. One of my favorite things was that you had a rare chance to get a different colored bay. Like you could get it like painted red or something like that. I want them to bring that back. I understand like you got scalpers and things like that, but I just think it's a cool thing to do. Alright, but let's get into the, what does this mean? Oh, this is showing y'all how you're supposed to stand. You're supposed to be like this. Oh, well, okay, well, anyway, let me get this out the way. And all right, we got Cobalt Dragon right there in all of its glory and coolness and left spin goodness. It's a mixture. People say, I mean, obviously it's a reference to Dragoon, but it has reference to a bunch of just Dragon bays being left spin. You know, all Dragon bays kind of like have similar aspects. And so first things first, here's the string launcher. I gotta be very careful with this joint. A lot of people have been breaking this, but because apparently it's like has poor, you know, quality control. So, but we're gonna be careful with this joint. But anyway, to get into these parts, I'm really excited for all these parts, really. Even though some people have mixed opinions about these parts, I don't care. First up, we have is this Spiral? I want to call it Spiral, but no, it's Cyclone. I forgot. I keep wanting to call it Cyclone. I'm probably gonna call it Spiral 50 times in this video, but it's basically left flat, and I love left flat. Left flat has appeared in a few of my Zero U Sunday videos. Mine has a line in the middle. I don't know if everyone says that, but it's very aggressive. Apparently, it's supposed to have different performances in left and right spin. We're gonna have to do a video on that. Next, we have what a lot of people are calling as the worst ratchet, 260. Now, the way this works is it's supposed to have more attack when it spins to the left. So when it spins this way, it's supposed to attack, but that's bad because that means when you hit, you have a higher chance of bursting because you don't want this making contact. But if you spin it to the right, honestly, this does not look that bad when spinning to the right. But the general consensus on this is that it bursts way too much. And of course, we got the star of the show, the one and only Cobalt Dragon. Oh, this boy heavy. So we got Cobalt Dragon up in this joint. You know, we got some goonery, some left spin goonery. I'm gonna call this the left spin goon. I'm gonna do a Cobalt Dragon video, and it's gonna be called the left spin goon. And yeah, it's very aggressive. I can see why this thing is not that great at spin stealing. It is like a square. When you hold it like this, you can literally see square. But I don't know. I think the fact that it has upper attack is going to be where it can equalize, because these upper attack points are going to help with equalization. Like, for example, Rage Longinus, it could equalize. It didn't have the greatest stamina, but it just had this great upper attack. So I'm thinking any equalization that comes off of this bay is going to come from the fact that it can upper. So you got to click this the opposite way. Normally with right spin bays you click it that way. With this one you got to click it that way. So you click it that way. We have Cobalt Goon, the left spin goon himself, Cobalt Dragon. This boy is heavy. I'm gonna get a gram scale. I do want to do more weight videos. So anyway, I know you normally do this in the X Stadium, but the X Stadium is big. I promise at the end we'll do a test launch. But anyway, yeah, it feels straight up like Meteor Dragon. It sounds like Meteor Dragon. Gear flat also sound like Meteor Dragon, but this is true Meteor Dragon right here. Alright, yeah, no, this joint is fire. Let's keep it moving. Alright, so here we have the full Black Shell random booster. I took the time to just take them all out. I haven't unboxed them yet. So we're still going to go one by one. But here's the random booster again. Don't eat it. I guess compared to this one it said don't eat it, don't choke on it. I mean, don't swallow it and don't put it in the eye. But I guess this one, just don't eat it. I guess that's the only important thing they decided to put on this box. So we got a bunch of cool combos. I know that pretty much, like, this is a real good random booster, but it's low-key. These three are crazy, because you got Unicorn. Yeah, this is the first time these three are getting reprinted. Viper Tail, we've gotten a few reprints of that. And then you got, you know, Black Shell. I want to do a lot of testings on Dot, because I think Dot has a lot of potential. Anyway, so that's the box. So I can say I showed the box. The app, which is only in Japan. Okay, anyway. Let's go with this one. That's just right here on the floor. Let's unbox this one. I've realized you can know based off of this which one you have. But I don't know what that means. So this is still blind to me. I did not see any, just for context, I went to a tournament this weekend, and I did not see any black shells, which we're going to have to make that change. So I'm going to have to, like I said in my video where I talked about Black Shell and Cobalt Dragon, I'm going to be that guy that reps Black Shell. So I don't think this is Black Shell. This feels a little light. Low-key, is this Unicorn? It reminds me a decent amount of Unicorn. That's what it feels like. It could be something else. I'm gonna close my eyes while I rip this. Okay, this is Wizard Rod, which has a piece of cardboard right there. I don't know why. Maybe that's supposed to be a part of the bay. But anyway, here we have Wizard Rod, real solid. Green, this is the one if I rock Wizard Rod, I'm using this. Personally, Wizard Rod needs to get banned, but it's green. Green is my favorite color, so we're gonna have to probably retire my yellow one. Shout out to the yellow Wizard Rod though. Shout out to the yellow Wizard Rod. Okay, This is a real interesting combo because we're getting a few cool reprints. So we're getting 160. This is a very interesting stock combo. We just now, honestly, we just need a green drawn buster. Please. I mean, I think in the next random booster, we're going to have to get Hell's Hammer and drawn buster. But anyway, and we're finally getting a reprint of Rush. Everyone that says this is really great. But personally, I don't see it. I don't see why Rush is that great. But this is a great combo, though. Honestly, I think in stock, this isn't that bad. Because you got decent burst resistance with one. And people run Wizard Rod on attack. So that way you can beat other Wizard Rods. But yeah. I always think of the Infinity Stones when I see Wizard Rod. Because like these little points. I think Zenki did like a mod. So Wizard Rod's going to go right there. Let's get into this next joint. Let's see. I low-key want to be like Kimbo and like not look at the lineup for the random boosters, like so I don't know in advance what is what, like what the combos are, which I think is fun. Oh, I think this is Phoenix. It has a decent amount of weight to it. I think this is Phoenix. This is probably Phoenix. It has a good amount of weight to it. I just feel the weight. Now, if this is not Phoenix, I don't even know. But it feels to me like Phoenix. Oh, it is not Phoenix. We got the prize black shell. Okay. People said this joint. Now, I got to get a gram scale. But this feels like it has a decent amount of weight to it. Unless I got lucky and got one of the big ones. This looks dope to me. Like, it's the T-Flame colors. This is literally the T. You got the Hell's Chain as T-Flame colors, right? But that one's real hard to get. But here we got the T-Flame colors right here. We got green and black. So I gotta rep this guy. I gotta rep this guy. I'm gonna have to rep this guy. He looks real cool. I'm excited. I honestly think I'm gonna throw this guy on low flat and have the time of my life. Like, I think this guy on low flat might go crazy. Like, this honestly reminds me of Bakushin as well because of these slope designs. It does have recoil, but I'm just thinking these downward slopes. Honestly, I'm going to put this joint on point to see how it does. We got 460, which is alright, I guess. It's not the greatest ratchet, but a lot of people are saying 2 is worse. So maybe 460 is not the worst after all. And here we have Spike. Now, here we have Spike, which, okay, upon looking at it, it looks a lot more closer to Needle than Ball. It looks like a lot of points on a Needle because that point right there looks a lot more sharp. Looks a lot more sharp than like Ball. So, for example, here's a Ball bit. As you can see, wait, let me see off the tip of the ball. So you can see Ball is a lot more like rounded. This is a lot more pointed. So it's honestly similar to Orb. It's similar to Orb than Ball, but it still has a little bit of height. I heard some people at the tournament that I was at comparing it to Needle. But no, I think this joint has a lot of potential. So here's Black Shell. Let's get into the rest because we still have some fire. The weight impressed me on that though. Just by pure, I mean, I need to actually rate, like, weigh it. So I don't know the exact weight. I just, based off of the T-Flame estimates, the T-Flame hand movements, that's how much it weighed. Okay, this does not weigh a lot at all. Oh wait, that's the ratchet. I was gonna say, that does not weigh a lot at all. I was gonna say, I didn't know Rhino Horn was in this booster. Okay, now this has to be Phoenix. Because that feels like a good amount of weight. That feels like a good amount of weight right here. So this has to be Phoenix. This has to be Phoenix. Which honestly, you get, if you pull Phoenix, you have a phenomenal stock combo off the bat. Now, this has to be Phoenix. Unless this is the other black shell. And I didn't played myself twice. But I really think, yep, okay, I'm right this time. Now, here we got Phoenix. Now, this is dope. The Blue Fire Phoenix. We're getting one without any paint on it. I think this is real fire. This is real fire to me. You honestly get a great stock combo out of the box. You get, I know this one is 580 in Hexa. Really, this would be better if it was 560. But 580 is not the worst thing in the world. You got decent burst resistance. It goes 9 has the best burst resistance, then it goes 3, and then it goes 5. So really, you're the like third best burst resistance, which out of the other ones, you got 1. I mean, 1 you could say has decent burst resistance, but it throws you off balance. So anyway, here we have literally, look at this, as this is so aesthetic. Like, this is so fire. This boy is thick. Look at that. That is a bulky boy right there. That is a chunky boy. Definitely drunk his milk when he was younger. This is a chunky boy. This is a chunky boy. You just feel like Cookie Monster off of that one. So anyway, let's get into the rest of these. We got 3 more left. Why am I not using the scissors? Oop, I almost cut the bit. We don't want to cut the bit. That would not be great. Unless maybe it unlocks some new power. Alright, let's see if I can guesstimate off of this one. What is this one? Okay, this one feels to have a decent amount of weight. I think this is the other black shell. Because the other ones are Unicorn Sting and Viper Tail. This does not feel like, it doesn't, based off of weight alone, it does not feel like any of them. Unless, watch this be Unicorn Sting. But this feels like the other black shell. And it is... Damn. I feel like, oh, it's Unicorn. It is Unicorn. I thought it was the black shell. Nope, it was Unicorn. So I don't know my weights, clearly. Here we have Unicorn. I've been seeing some cool Unicorn mods where they be Unicorn Tri-Horn. I just think they take this little part of Unicorn and they add like 2 more of them. I don't know. Now I know this one comes with Spike, right? I think this and the Viper Tail come with Spike. So we're getting another Spike. I don't remember the ratchet on this one. So we get 3. Is this 370? Let me look. Yep, 370. Okay, we got 370. This goes on the normal Phoenix Wing. Honestly, this is a nice color. I like this. Honestly, all the colors in this random booster are pretty freaking sweet. A lot of these are pretty freaking sweet. And then here we have the red Spike. Honestly, I think this might be good on Hell's site, but we will see. Honestly, this might be a good stock combo, honestly. Unicorn Sting, which is surprisingly good for stamina / defense, which you would think attack because of how unbalanced. Well, maybe it's balanced. It's just different design. I don't know, but this joint is fire. Literal fire because it's red. This looks cool. Honestly, this is my favorite random booster. Tyranno was dope, but we got some stinkers like Viper Tail and Rhino Horn. So, I mean, it wasn't that great to me. Now, let's see if I can guess this one correctly. Let me see. I'm trying to... Part of this is just us vibing because, you know, that's my content. My content is real, you know what I'm saying? I want to do more edited videos. Okay, this has to be Black Shell. This has to be Black Shell. There is no way a Viper Tail weighs this much. There is no way. Watch this be Viper Tail. This can't be Viper Tail. It is Viper Tail. It is Viper Tail. Maybe I'm just getting lucky, and all the bays I'm getting have just really high weights. Maybe I'm just getting very, very lucky. This is a thick ratchet. Is this 560 or 570? This is 570. Okay, I messed with it. What y'all don't understand, Viper is actually 6-sided. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It came on 5 initially. So I would think that, I don't know. I think Viper should probably. Where'd the bit go? Is this the bit? Did I lose the bit? Oh Lord, where'd I put the bit? Oh my God, where'd I put the bit? Uh-oh. I think I misplaced the bit. It's in one of these. black pieces of plastic. I'll be right back. Alright, the bit has been retrieved. It was in the pile of plastic and cardboard that you get when you unbox random boosters. Honestly, random boosters are very not eco-friendly. But here we have the purple spike. And last but not least, this has to be Viper Tail. No, I'm kidding, obviously. Now, obviously, this has to be Black Shell. Ow! Almost cut myself. Not almost. Well, I ain't really cut myself. So we got Black Shell. Oh, we got another 980. Would have been better if it was 960, but anyway. I forget the bit this comes on, so this is gonna be a surprise for me because I don't remember what bit this comes on. But anyway, let's see. Of course, we got Black Shell. Well, honestly, this is Yellow Shell because it's yellow, which is why you shouldn't name a Beyblade after a color unless you're gonna keep it that color. So this is not Black Shell. This is Yellow Shell. Here we have Yellow Shell. You know what? They're now coming with all these little cardboards in there. In the 3 prongs. Okay. So then we have Yellow Shell. And the bit. Ooh, we get a ball. Nice red ball. Honestly, this does not look like a bad stock combo. All these combos got good things in them. Here we have it. Alright, let's start wrapping this up. It's only fitting we test out this stadium a little bit more in this video. So now we gotta do another test launch of Cobalt Dragon in this stadium. Let's do 2 on Oh, look at that. Nice clean launch. Nice clean launch. Alright. And we gotta do Black Shell, the one that's actually black. And not Yellow Shell. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. I did not launch that great. Oh, that little movement. That little movement. Impressive. Impressive. Alright, so final thoughts. I think July we have really heat releases. I'm excited to do more tests in the 3-player stadium. We're going to do a more in-depth video in that later. You know, my launches weren't that great, but that's just because I'm still learning it. So there's tricks to make it work and stuff. So be on the lookout for a more in-depth video of the 3-player stadium. All these bays are real dope. Black Shell, I'm confident. I don't think people were saying this thing was that great, but I think, you know, this guy has a lot of potential. So this guy definitely, like I said in my video where this guy was announced, I'm doing videos on this guy, and Cobalt Dragon feels like a menace, and I'm so excited to finally have it and being able to mess on with it. Beyblade X has definitely been hitting, and I think in August we're going to be getting some even more heat releases. So make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and be on the lookout for more videos in regards to the stadium, Dragoon, and Black Shell. I want to give them all their own video. So I'll see you on the next video. Peace.